Okay, so this is Daisy. This is she's fully grown now. This is Daisy, and she's just a little sweetie pie. Oh, she's 9 months now or 8 months, and she is just a big fluff ball because of the safer at home. Of course, you know, doggy beauty salons are not essential. So she is. Oh my God, she's just so cute, aren't you? You're just a cutie pie, just full of kisses all the time. She's like, what's going on? What's going on? She's never been here. Okay, John? She's never been here when I've done this. So she's like, who are you talking to? So, and Molly's already laying over by the window by the bed looking out at the field. So, that was little Daisy. She's a sweetie pie. So we ended up getting her, and she's just, I mean, how can you not love puppy dogs, right? So they just play. They're the best. The first day and a half we had the puppy. You know, puppies are always like, they don't know what's going on. But Molly, shook, her body trembled for the first, day and a half, even at night. So Kira's like, I think she's sick. I think there's something wrong with her. I said, no, I think she's just being a little high-strung, and she's not sure what's going on, and who is this dog, and this isn't Lily. And so she had a little bit of adjustment time, and then slowly but surely, now they're the best of friends, and they play all the time, and all that good stuff. So just took a little bit of time, like it usually does. And Daisy, our puppies sleep on our bed. Most puppies whine and cry when you first get them. And she was a couple weeks older than we normally get our puppies. She played and she slept through the whole night. We'd go to bed at 10, get up at anywhere from 6, 7 o'clock in the morning. She slept all night on the bed, didn't have to get up or go outside, or I can't even believe it. I've never had a puppy that didn't have to get up when they're little. Just get a drink. They didn't have to get up a couple times a night because, their bladders. She was great. We couldn't even believe it. She kind of housebroke herself, which all of our dogs we don't crate train them because we can't live with them in the crate, and I know it's the best thing to do, but we just can't do it. So we just train them, and if they have accidents sometimes, that's why I'm on rug shampoo number, I don't know, maybe 5. So we're always shampooing our rugs because I don't want somebody to come in oh, they got dogs. So I'm always shampooing my rugs. Wears the rugs out, but I don't want a puppy dog smelling house either. Only thing we do notice with little Daisy is that she has a little dandruff, and both my sons have noticed. We must have a little bit of dander allergy with her, so I have to scrub, and she's really due. I scrub her up with a little puppy dandruff shampoo, and that really has lessened it. But then, so I take my Zyrtec before I go to bed. So my son's like, we should get rid of her. I said, no, you just take some allergy pills. But the other puppies, we didn't have that because, they're supposed to be hypoallergenic. And hopefully she'll grow out of this, this little dander problem she's having, because we kind of do notice it. So that was another thing from last summer. Oh my Lord. I'm sure I've started one conversation about something, jumped to something else, maybe not finished what I was talking about before, so sorry. So that kind of gets us up to speed to where we are here now, with everybody dealing with this safer at home, or every state has their own little name for it, and all non-essential businesses here in Minnesota, Wisconsin, I think pretty much almost everywhere, depending, it's state by state, are closed down. So just the things you really need are open, and it took people a little bit of time, and I was kind of like one too, because we see the influenza, which was a horrendously bad year. We see that come in, and I myself, even in the medical field, is kind of comparatively putting that in that, and it's not that type of virus. I don't mean I was putting it that way, but just we handle the influenza every year. How bad is it going to get? Is it going to be double our influenza? Is it? And yeah, it's just kind of because this has been just a horrendous influenza year. It's been a long influenza year. Started early, and it's still going strong, that we were still getting, when we were testing, when we weren't testing when I retired, we were still getting positive A and B influenzas, and then it got to the point where that's it, we're running out of everything. We quit all, because I worked at a clinic, we quit all the testing, and just don't come to the clinic unless you have to, because people were still coming oh, as long as I'm off work, I'm going to go for my physical and take my kid in, and it's no, don't. Yeah, it's oh, you got time, but why you as a healthy person want to come into a clinic where there are sick people, where you're gonna, even though we have separate seating areas, why do you want to take a chance of infecting yourself or your child or whatever, you know? But so it's really surpassed what I thought. But I think a lot of people in the medical field were thinking, oh yeah, you know, we see these viral infections go through, even though this is a whole different family of viral infections, go through every year with the influenza, and this is totally different. You know, we don't have a handle on this virus, and, you know, influenza, we're able to hopefully predict the right strains of influenza every year and get the vaccines. Sometimes they're great and they work. Sometimes they don't, because it's kind of a flip of the coin, a prediction of, you know, there's lots of studies and stuff they do to figure out what to put in the vaccine every year, but it's a different vaccine every year, you know, depending what's out there. So there isn't anything for this yet, and it's just like, everybody like, oh, well, stop it if you're not staying at home to stop, you know, I mean, because it's out there, it's going to be out there. We're trying to slow it so that the medical facilities can not get so blown with like everybody sick all at once, that we're slowing the curve of the amount of people that are sick at one time, so it's not so many for, I tell you, I give it to the hospitals that are really on the front lines of taking care of this stuff. Because like I said, at the clinic, we went to the point where we're only seeing essential things in. We quit doing certain tests in-house. So it was like the last night that I worked was a ghost town. There's hardly any patients in there. It was only the, you know, what had to come in, and the lab was so quiet. It was just kind of a weird, eerie time to retire. It mixed all this stuff. And I know like some clinics and stuff, like they're cutting staff back. That does anybody have a lot of PTO they want to use, or do you want to take days off without pay? Or, you know, if you get of course you're covered under healthcare, you know, where you get special, they have a special bank for, if you get COVID-19 in the healthcare, you know, they're paying for that time off if you need it because you've contracted it or whatever. But, you know, so they're cutting down the staff because you don't need all these people and you're hardly seeing anybody. So they're really going to whittle that down. And some clinics were closing their evening hours because it wasn't necessary. So I really don't know what my old clinic was doing. They really haven't been busy with everything else. So I haven't really kind of checked into that and stuff. But you have to give it to the people that are on the front lines doing this, the ones that are working with this, getting infected. You know, all you can do is do what your state government or federal government, of course, is telling you to do, and abide by that stuff and not blow it off as whatever, because I think it's really multiplied so much more that any of us ever could have predicted. You know, they have the statistics and stuff, and they were out there, but I don't think it really hit home with a lot of people. And even me, I didn't realize the numbers were going to accelerate as fast as they had. You know, we don't see this acceleration with influenza as we have with this. So that's the difference with this. I had posted on my Facebook page, people like, what's the difference between flu and COVID and allergies? And so I had posted one nice little graph that John Hopkins had put together as here's some answers for you, some like basic stuff to look at. Was really neat. If you want any up-to-date statistical information about anything going on, John Hopkins' website is really good to go on for information that's accurate and correct, because, you know, you get all these feeds on your Facebook, and sometimes it's hearsay, sometimes it's not true, sometimes it's just somebody sitting down saying, oh, this is what I think, and then it takes off like that must be true. It's not. You know, everything that I say is just my observations of what I've seen, and I have no advice for anything except do what you're supposed to do. Follow the rules, right? And that's all you can do during this time. And hope we all come out well, and hope your family stays healthy. And it's a scary time for a lot of people that are, you know, for the very young and the very old and the immunosuppressed and the unhealthy people. You know, everybody in my family luckily has their health and they're healthy. You know, the basis, they're healthy. So that's very helpful. And take care of yourself and exercise and eat right and stay at home and only go out when you have to. That's about all you can do. That's enough. That's all I'm going to say about that. So anyway, here I am back with a long rambling coffee with you guys. what we've been doing is my first week off from work, because we were gonna go have a nice dinner, couldn't go out to dinner, I couldn't stop and have any cocktails, couldn't have a little cocktail party with my friends or anything. So my first week off from retirement, I did a special cocktail for myself every night, so every evening. So one night I did martinis, one night I did pina colada, one night I did it was a gin lavender Collins. What else did I do one night? One night it was like wine or something. So I did like that for the first week off. I did a little special cocktail thing, and that was my treat to Happy Retirement Mary. And I had the stuff, and I made nice cocktails, you know, not just like throw together some rum and Coke or something. I made nice, you know, sip it, enjoy being home with your hubby and puppy dogs. Cocktails. So that's what I did for my first week off. Sorry if I'm jiggling that. My little stool I always sat on here was an old piano stool. It broke, and I've had it in the back end of my car for, I don't know, 6-9 months, trying to find somebody who can fix because it needs a whole new underneath structure base. The seat's fine, the legs are fine. And so I'm sitting on my Grandma Beans folding chair from the 1950s or 60s. I think it was in the 60s. I still have her card table set, which we get out for every holiday and get together to play euchre. So that's what I'm sitting on. So I don't know if my positioning is the right area or angle or whatever like that. But I'm just getting back into it, just getting my feet wet again. So that's all that's going on with me, and that's enough. I'm going to get back into morning coffees, and I was thinking with all this stuff, I'm like, oh, I should get back into morning coffees right now, because and I'm just like, we got to take care of our business stuff with the COVID, and we have to take care of it for the flood. And I got to get my household in order and stuff before I start to sit down and have coffee with you guys. Because I thought, oh, this would be a good time to, like I said, sit down and visit and catch up. I thought, okay, take care of X, Y, and Z first. I think the regulations for Safer at Home are going to go in through the end of April. So I'm going to try to do morning coffee with you every week, I hope. Wouldn't that be good if Mary could do that every week? So that's what I'm going to try. And I'm like, am I going to run out of things to say? Probably not, because I always have some stupid thing to talk about. So, but that's what's going on with me and my family. My son up in Superior is doing very well. My son that is at home with us is running the business with my husband, and the business up until recently has been doing very well. And that's been okay. You know, of course, we got reimbursed for all of our air flights and stuff for Viva. We got returned from Sun Country. It's a credit. And then before we knew it was going to get the way it did, we rebooked it. And we thought, oh, we'll fly out to Vegas that time. Well, then they shut down everything. So we got me and my cousin Christy have a credit for 2 airline trips. One will rebook for Viva, because we turned over our hotel tickets for next Viva. I remember I had talked like 2 Vivas ago or 1 Viva ago that I was thinking, oh, maybe we're not going to go anymore. But I just thought, you know, we just need to make it something new and fresh for ourselves and do certain things and do different things. And so that's kind of what we're doing. It doesn't have to be the exact same structured thing that you do every year. We kind of had done the same thing for the first 3 years. Did we go 4 years? I don't know if that might be not right either. And then last year kind of like, oh, yeah. And then I thought, okay, well, we did do some different stuff. But I thought, okay, we have to revitalize our trip to Vegas, because, you know, we kind of I like doing the stuff that's there. But, you know, like some of the shows have turned that they're not in the smaller showrooms. They're in the big arenas that you're very far away and you can't really see. And I don't like that. I like a smaller personal venue. So I thought we just won't. That's what we had done last time, was gone to a couple of those, and I just didn't like the atmosphere. It was too big considering you're looking at I can't remember what it was it a burlesque show or something? But, you know, they're so itty bitty. They're way down there. You couldn't even see them, and I don't think there was big screens so you could see, or was there maybe? But it just wasn't, you know, burlesque show is an intimate thing, and I didn't like the way but they have to do that to accommodate the mass amount of people that are there, and I understand that, but I thought, next year when we won't go to any shows that are in the big, huge arena room, because we don't like the feel of it, the atmosphere of it. It's just not cozy enough for us. We'll just stick to the shows that we can see that are in the smaller showrooms. And then also we figured we can take Red Eye out, because it's always the next day Easter. And I said, I don't want to. Last year, because of the floods, we missed Easter of the floodings, and we canceled Easter at the last minute because it was like I said, remember, it was like flood. We were in Vegas. My son called me and said, it's flooding again. I'm like, what do you mean? It flooded like over 2 feet into our bar, which is horrendous mess to clean up. I can't even begin to tell you. Clean that up. We were in Vegas, got the call and said, it's going to flood again. And we got a couple more inches in, and so we just canceled. We canceled Easter. We can't even deal with it. So then this year, because of COVID-19, we won't be having Easter. So I'm like, oh, is maybe Easter kind of done for the whole family? Is it? I hate to do that. Hopefully not. Maybe we'll get back in the groove of things. But we did, or I decided to cut down family functions to my siblings and my boys and my cousin Christy, and that's it. We're not doing any more extended families, like my brother's kids and then their kids, and then I'll have one of my nephews over. He's more kind of like a cousin to me than a nephew or niece is. He's kind of a cousin. So the nephews and nieces and their children won't be. We're gonna just whittle it down. My sons were okay with it. I have one brother whose health's not very well, and I think the large amount of people, it's very hard for him. And so we're kind of whittling the holidays down, so there'll only be like maybe 10 to 15 people. But that's okay. We have up north, and people can come up there and see us, and where we've got plenty of space. So, it'll be weird this Easter. I did, amidst of all this coming, I did go and buy my spiral cut ham and a couple more accoutrements, threw them in my freezer for Easter, because I thought, are people going to go crazy and start like, oh my Lord, I better buy 5 hams, or who knows what goes through people's heads. I don't even understand sometimes. So I did get my small spiral ham. We always make those cheesy hash brown potatoes and green bean casserole. And I got 2 pies. So I'm ready for Easter, so people go crazy in the head and wipe out the ham population in Walmart. I got my one little teeny ham, and I'm set for that. So because of that, of course, we're doing Easter. Hopefully things will be cleared up. Hoping for the camper rally in June. This will be our 5th year doing it, but half of the people that have been coming to it won't be there because it coincides with Back to the 50s up in St. Paul, so that wiped out half of so I hope we can get a new crop. I think we got 6 spots of campers that'll be want to come to it. We'll see. Maybe it'll just be this or 7 campers that are there. Who knows? But that's all right. It doesn't matter. Whoever shows up, we're fine. I'm never feel defeatist if we we don't have X amount of people and all. It's a small thing. So whoever shows up, we're happy to see them. We know that the 6 or 7 that are already signed up from last year, the other half won't be coming because it coincides with that other event. And if we get 1 or 2 other people, that's just fine. We'll be happy with what we have. So that's coming up, and then we'll be opening the lake up and all that. There's still I think 12 inches of ice on the lake up north. A lot of the stuff around the shoreline's cleared out, and the frost. My brother works in concrete, and he said all the frost is out of the grounds. So right, if we walk outside, it's just like a big, it's like kind of whoa. So we're hoping that whatever rain we get and stuff kind of soaks into the soil, that it doesn't get the Mississippi up, and that we luck out and we don't get flooded. That's the big thing we hope. I think I caught you up. I think that's it. Since I want to do this every week, I don't want to sit here. Probably been here for over half hour anyway. But it was nice to get one. I hadn't got one of my little vintage dresses out. I haven't put for 6 months. I bet you I haven't worn vintage for 6 months. So I got that out. And then, that was another thing. So when my purging, I'm getting rid of some vintage stuff. So I had some dresses that were hugely large on me. I don't know if you remember, over a year ago, I bet you, I was talking about doing a, that's what I was going to do, a giveaway for some stuff that's sitting right here. Excuse me, I'll be right back. I got stuff on top of the box. I have had this in this box. I hope you can hear me. I'm not kidding you. I'm not kidding you to say I've had this in this box for 9 months maybe. So I've had this box right here. With, because when I had lost, was before I had lost the weight, I had bought in some Lindy Bop dresses I'm sitting kind of kitty wampus now. I had bought some Lindy Bop dresses that I didn't care for on me. I had bought some that I decided that the style was too young for me. Because some stuff you can get by, like this is a little house dress. It's got little teeny polka dot cups on. Some stuff I can get by with wearing. Some stuff I don't think I should be wearing at my age. Not that I'm that ancient, but maybe I'm an ancient to somebody. So, what I have here, and since this is a morning coffee, it's going to be a giveaway too. I was going to do a separate one, but I'm not going to because it's my morning coffee people that are my regulars. Oh, you get some people on there? I tell you, and they, they're just so negative. And I've had a couple that I've gotten sassy back with that. Like, oh, thank you, you're the most negative comment I've ever gotten. Hope you feel good about it. So I'm kind of passive aggressive. So I've sassed back at a couple of people because why do you got to be? Or like one lady, my little tour of my camper, said you rambled on for 5 minutes or I don't know whatever before you even started the tour, and I'm just like, geez, like yeah. Haven't you ever watched my morning coffees? That's what I do. Wait, just get to the tour. I'm like, okay, whatever. You don't like it, just don't watch. I don't care. And then what else was somebody else put on there? Oh, they put down my camper about how it's full of kitschy crap and there's better mid-century modern stuff out there that was stylish. And I'm like, so I get some of those, and sometimes I'll give a little sassy answer back. I don't care. It's what I love. And if you don't like it, that's great. You're worth your opinion. But why spew this negativity out there? People just love to spew negative. Look at your Facebook feed sometimes. You get in these loops of these people that they're just negative and they're nasty. I'm just like, sorry. So before I'm like, no, don't say anything, Mary. I'm like, no, you can say some little sassy thing back. So I do. Anyway, so in this box, I'm not going to take it all out because it's been packed very nicely. I have like a couple like little cardigan sweaters. They're just from Target, but they're cute with little rhinestones on them. So I got that. What is even in here? And I've got a Lindy Bop dress that has, I don't want to take it all out. It's all packed so nice. A Lindy Bop, can you see that pattern? Cat dress. And I would say that the size range for everything in here is probably from a 14 to an 18. In that range, everything runs a little bit different size, fits different, how are you made. So there's a little cat dress. There's a little Lindy Bop, and these are all brand new. It's a Lindy Bop like tea dress. It's like made out of like a chiffon. There is, oh, this is so cute too. There's a Lindy Bop shirt dress. There's a little bit of dog fur in here. I am sorry. I try to keep my puppies away from stuff. I have a Lindy Bop aqua dress. I have a Lindy Bop flamingo dress in here. I have a cute little evening bag that I had gotten years ago. I have never used it. It's so adorable. And I thought, oh, why is there fuzz all over it? I have never used it. My husband got it for me. I had seen it on Home Shopping Network, I think. It was adorable. And I thought, oh my God, I want that purse so bad. And it's so cute. And it's kind of a retro feel. But it's got a little, I don't know, panther or whatever on there. And this cute little bag. Oh my Lord, it's adorable. How do you open it? I can't remember. Oh, this is sad. I've had this purse for years. Okay. Very cute little dress. There's like little fuzzies on it. And it was from Home Shop. It was from Adrian. And I think she still has her line. So it came in this little bag. And I thought, well, the problem is, with me, I can't not have everything under the sun with me when I go out. I need everything. I need a large purse. I can't get by with this. So, I thought, I'm going to throw that in here too. Does it go with any of the outfits? Maybe. I don't know. But I thought it's a cute little purse. It cost a pretty penny back in the day. I've hung on to it for 10 years and I'm never going to use it. So, I'm throwing that in there too. So, I don't think you probably can buy it anymore or see it anymore, but I just never used it. I put my stuff in here, and because I like to take my phone, I like to take my camera, I like to take lipstick and powder and everything under this. Oh Lord! So I thought, you know what? I'm just going to put this in the box too. Somebody will use it, and if you are in the drawing, in the drawing for this stuff, all I ask is that you don't resell it, you know, because it's all brand new stuff. And like I said, some of it's nice Lindy Bop dresses. I've tried some stuff on, but I have never worn it, so got tags on it. I just ask that if you do enter that you're going to use it for yourself, or you're going to for our daughter or for a sister or something. I prefer that you don't get it to resell it. You know, I don't, you know, and they can do whatever they want, but I'm preferring that you're entering this drawing for yourself or a loved one, and it's going to be either regifted or used or whatever. And you have to be 18 years of age. So yeah, those are my stipulations, just that it's for yourself, or like I said, a loved one, that it's not going to be gotten and then resold, because that's not the purpose of it. It's a gift or whatever. So that, or like I said, immediate family or loved one or whatever. And you have to be 18 years of age. What else is in there? Oh, and then you just need to comment below what's your favorite vintage or vintage inspired outfit that you wear. And if you want to, I don't know if you can post pictures with it too. If you can, go to my not my Instagram page, my Instagram or my Facebook, Vintage Camper Girl Facebook page, either one of those. And it'd be really nice to see you guys. You know, I see your names and I kind of know a little bit about you, but I don't, you know what I look like? I have no idea what you look like. So it'd be really neat when you enter. On YouTube, I don't think you can put a picture. But if you just make a comment below here, and if you put a comment below here, you get entered for that. If you go to my Facebook page and post a picture of you and your daughter or whatever, and your favorite vintage or vintage inspired or vintage retro-ish outfit, if you post a picture on my Vintage Camper Girl, oh Lord, can I get this any harder? Facebook page, you get another name in the hat one more time. And then if you go to my Instagram, I think if you can put a picture there, that's great. And if you can't, just make a little comment about what's your favorite outfit that you wear, vintage thing that you like or whatever. Just some type of what you like to vintage out in. Or if you don't vintage out yet, are not into true vintage or reproduction stuff, why do you want this? And what is your future plans for it, I guess, or whatever, you know, for you or a loved one or whatever. So I'll put, because that's all over the place, I'll list it down below, but just the things is that it's for you or a loved one, or, you know, a family member or something, and that you don't sell it, and you're 18, and that if for every social media place that you make a comment about your favorite vintage or retro outfit, and if you could post pictures to me on my Vintage Camper Girl Facebook page, or you and your daughter or whoever, I would love to see you guys. I mean, because I kind of guesstimate kind of what you might look like, and it doesn't have to be a glamour shot. It can be whatever you want it to be. I would really like to see you, because I said I just noticed that, like when we do I've done some face-to-face cocktail times with my cousin Christy. It's nice to have that connection of, you know, it's you know, like letter writing, I guess, you know. But it's also nice to see a picture, you know, put a picture in your envelope of your little message to me, or post it, I guess. That would be really, really great. I really appreciate it. So I guess those are all there. I'll list them below, since those are all over the place, and I don't know if they even make any sense. But you get, so you'll get this box in there, all Lindy Bop, and some, like I said, some Target sweaters, and I might throw some other stuff in there, who knows. But it's all new stuff. Oh, there's another blue dress in there. There's an aqua Lindy Bop dress with floral. There is a navy one. There's a all navy dress. So there's a lot of stuff. There is lots and lots of stuff in here. And that you live in the continental United States. Also, because I have had prize winners who live in Hawaii or Canada or England. I think I had one. And the shipping killed me. It just killed me. I mean, you're getting so much as it is here that I don't want to spend more than $20 or $25 on shipping. I sent something over to England, and it didn't even weigh that much. Oh, this won't cost that much shipping. Oh, boy, was I wrong. I was wrong. So anyway. So that is my morning coffee giveaway. Finally, after 6, 9, 12 months of talking about I was going to do it, I'm going to do it. It's attached to this video. So if you, I'll put the stuff below too. And also, it would be nice if you were a subscriber. Why not join my little teeny family? Like I said, I don't have aspirations of greatness on my channel. It's just nice to have the contact with you guys. And like I said, thank you so much for everybody